Welcome, everybody. I'm Crystal Garvin. I'm so glad you have joined me for Essential Oils Made Easy. That is truly what I'm going to try to do here in this class. Just give you an overview of the basics of using essential oils, make it really simple for you so you can easily see how you can incorporate essential oils into your home, into your family, and into your daily life. That's really what I love about essential oils. They are easy to use, but it can seem overwhelming. And there is a lot to learn. You'll never stop learning once you start. There's always new research, there's new oils and products that come out. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely not boring, never a dull moment, but it does not have to be hard and overwhelming. So that is what we're going to dig into in this class. So the goal of the class is really to empower you. And the main things you're going to learn are 3 cool things about oils, 3 ways to use oils, and then how to get oils in your home. Pretty simple, right? That's going to be the point of this class. So let's start with the 3 cool things about essential oils. First of all, they are safe. They're 100% natural. We really don't see side effects. We sometimes see side benefits. An example with that is my husband was using lavender to help with seasonal threat symptoms with pollen in the air. And he started getting a little bit too relaxed to do his high stress job effectively. So he realized he would need to do that particular oil in the evening because he would get a little bit too tired, not really even tired, just relaxed and a little bit sleepy sometimes. But he realized, oh, that one, because it's like a natural antihistamine, some people don't get tired from it, but he was a little bit during the day. So that was actually a side benefit because he slept better. There's also no issues with addiction. The oils metabolize fully out of your system within an hour or two. They do not remain in the liver or build up. Your body knows what to do with them, metabolizes them, and gets them out. They are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. And I was using a lot of herbal type medicine, alternative medicine before oils. I still use herbs. I love herbs. And a lot of the oils come from herbs. But when I found out that essential oils are 50 to 70 times more powerful, and 1 drop of peppermint would equal about 28 cups of peppermint tea, I was sold, not because I don't love peppermint tea, but because I had a hard time getting my kids to drink things like that, or even worse, take herbal tinctures that tasted awful when they were little, especially. And so I was just excited to find something that was so powerful, so potent, and worked so quickly. And that's what we saw in our family. So essential oils are extracts from plants. They have amazing health benefits. They have a lot of benefits to the plant themselves. Sometimes they're insect repellents for that plant. Sometimes they're part of that plant's immune system to help it fight off predators and keep it healthy. And we can harness those same benefits for our health as well. And with doTERRA's oils, they are certified pure tested grade, which just means they're the purest, the most potent oils on the market. And they go through so many tests to ensure that those 2 things, they're pure and potent. The testing is phenomenal. They're considered the most tested, most trusted essential oils in the world. And the first one, if you happen to have some essential oils or some samples, you will love going through this with me along with your oils. A lot of you probably don't, so you'll just have to imagine what this is like. If you were in a class with me, I would give you a drop of peppermint and I would have you put it in your hands and cup your hands over your mouth and deeply breathe in. Just inhale and exhale a few times. It's very energizing. It promotes clear breathing. It just clears out your sinuses, and it really does help oxygenate your lungs, even your brain. That gives you some mental energy. It also cools the body. If you put it on the back of your neck, you can feel it really quickly, relieving some tension. And then the tingly coolness starts in about 2 to 3 minutes after you apply it. And it also helps with a lot of different types of head tension, headaches and things. So people put it on their temples, across the forehead, back of the neck, even on the roof of the mouth. Peppermint and frankincense are really helpful that way with headaches. So you can see a lot of benefits with peppermint. Also, you've probably heard, it's not listed here, but it helps with digestive upset, really great digestive aid. And there are many different active compounds in a bottle of essential oil. It's not just one active ingredient like you might find in something that's synthetic. And that's why it can do so many different things that don't even seem to be related. It's working with different compounds, and your body's really smart and knows how to use those. And when you see the ATI next to the peppermint, that means it can be used all three ways, which we'll get into in a little bit, but it stands for aromatic, topical, and internal. We'll talk more about that shortly. The second cool thing about essential oils is they really are effective, oftentimes more effective than other modern approaches that we take to health problems. And you can see this very simplistic drawing of a cell, and you can see the essential oils can actually get through the cell wall, which is considered impenetrable for a lot of different synthetic substances cannot go through that. It's a protective barrier around your cell. And you can see something inside the cell and something outside the cell down there at the bottom. What's inside the cell would be a virus. That's where viruses dwell. And outside the cell is bacterial. So you know bacteria. So you know when you have something bacterial, you can take certain kinds of medications, synthetic medications to kill off bacteria. But there aren't very many things that are antiviral that are truly effective that can get into the cell where the virus actually is. And essential oils can do that. They're lipophilic, that means fat loving, and it means they can go through, they're recognized by our bodies as being the same because it's just like food, it's plant material that can actually go through those membranes and even the blood-brain barrier, which is really, really exciting for lots of different things. So they are effective, they permeate the cell membrane, and they work so, so quickly. And one of the first oils I had an experience with that showed that to me was On Guard. This smells like fall is supposed to smell to me, cinnamon and cloves. We also can catch a little bit of the rosemary, eucalyptus, wild orange that's in this blend. And cinnamon and clove are known to be two of the most highly antiviral compounds on Earth, very, very high antioxidants, and no known virus has actually been able to live in cinnamon in a petri dish and cinnamon oil. So this is great for healthy immune function. There was actually a short time last year, you can imagine why, when we sold out of On Guard for maybe the first time I can ever remember in the time I've been doing this in 8.5 years, and certain On Guard products too, because we have hand sanitizer and all kinds of things that are made with On Guard as well. We have throat lozenges, really amazing for soothing a sore throat. It's also cleansing for your home, for your hands, for surfaces, for killing things that might be residing on there as well. And I love to diffuse this in my home. And they're affordable. That's the third cool thing. They are more affordable than traditional medical care. I've seen that proven time and time again in my family. They're pennies per dose. So a bottle will vary in cost depending on what plant it comes from and how much of that plant matter it requires to be able to yield the essential oils that we hold in our hands. So let's just say it's $20 or $30 for a bottle, and a dose is 1 or 2, maybe 3 drops. It's pennies per dose. I actually tried this out when dealing with some ear discomfort and sickness in my home with my kids. And I figured out that it cost me about 27 cents to treat an ear infection with fever. And I was doing On Guard on the bottoms of the feet and in the diffuser. I was doing lavender, tea tree, and basil around the outside of the ears. And I did that for a couple of days. And it really did just cost so little, partly because my children were small at the time. And it was mainly just one child I was helping with that. And I was diluting the oils for his little body. So it really is very cost effective over time. I have saved hundreds of dollars in medical costs, not to mention the amount of time just driving back and forth to the doctor or wherever, thinking I need to run to the doctor for every little thing. I have powerful tools at my fingertips where I can't remember the last time my kids have been to the doctor for anything other than a well visit. It just doesn't really happen hardly ever anymore. And when it does, that's okay too. And we are thankful for that intervention and medical care when we need it. We live in a place where we're really good at emergency care and that type of thing. But for the preventative and the little things that come up on a regular basis, whether it's cuts and scrapes and bruises or typical childhood illnesses, it has saved me so much time and so much money. And lavender is one that I mentioned. It also can be used all 3 ways, like the other 2. And it's really calming for the mind. It's very soothing. It's all things calming. So whether you're experiencing emotional anger or upset, or you've got angry skin or a bug bite, a bee sting, something like that, a burn, a sunburn, a stove burn, it's very soothing and very calming. It's also considered a natural antihistamine. And it really does work quickly for all of those things. It's a great sleep aid. So we have seen for our family things like viral issues that have come up with our children. We have been able to beat things in just a few days. It's not that we don't get sick. We still get sick. We're normal people, but we've been able to boost our immune systems and kill things on the surfaces and in the air by diffusing and putting things on ourselves to support our bodies and immune systems and get better sleep, which is really important when you're fighting anything off. And that has made all the difference. And the first time I was very skeptical at the beginning. The first time we had a real bad sickness hit our family, I thought, see, the oils aren't even really working. We're using all these things and I don't see it helping. And we were better from a pretty serious illness within 2 to 3 days. And my sister-in-law, who's a nurse practitioner in the area where we caught this particular illness, said she had patients in the hospital for 2 or 3 weeks, or sometimes even a couple of months. And she was losing a lot of patients to that particular illness that year. And she could not believe that we were better and actually driving home from Texas after 2 to 3 days. And she was like, what is the stuff you're using? And she ordered herself some On Guard. So that tells you a lot right there. All right. So let's get to the 3 ways to use essential oils. First of all is aromatic. You can diffuse. I have a diffuser behind me. You probably can't really see it because my video is small and it's a black diffuser. It's beautiful, but I love diffusing. It positively affects the mood. It cleanses the air. It supports the respiratory system. And you can also just inhale from a bottle, or I have all kinds of diffuser jewelry. I have on a necklace that I put oil in. A lot of things like ceramic and wood. Lava beads are very good personal diffusers. You can even put some in your hair if you happen to have longer hair, and that smells amazing for a long time. But the best way to get the longest benefit is with a diffuser that you run in your home next to your bed if it's for nighttime, for sleeping. I have one in pretty much every room in my house that I use for different purposes, waking everybody up or putting everyone to sleep, or just making the home smell really fresh without any toxic chemicals. And that is so important. We tend to use a lot of toxic chemical fragrances in our homes in America, and they are so damaging. They will trigger asthma attacks. I have a son who has issues with that. So I got rid of all of that when he was very small. Like, I'm not doing any of those air fresheners anymore. And if he walks into a house where there's a plug-in type air freshener, it can trigger an attack for him. So with that, I can visibly see it, but all of us are affected negatively. It disrupts our hormones. It's not good for our mental and emotional health. All those synthetic toxins really attach themselves and interfere with our body's healthy processes. So it's one of the first reasons a lot of people want to use essential oils. They want something natural and good for them that actually has a benefit that does not add toxic interference into the air in their homes. You want to cleanse the air, not put more toxins in it, right? So aromatic is a great way. And if, again, we were in a room together, I'd have a diffuser going. But again, I would remind you, just inhaling that peppermint from your hands has such an immediate benefit, and it works so quickly and is so amazing. The second way to use oils is topically, and you can apply to affected areas for localized benefits. So if your shoulder's hurting, you can put it on your shoulder. If anything is, feeling tight or tense, you can apply the oil to that area. You can even put it on topically on your stomach for any digestive issues. It's amazing. We recommend diluting with fractionated coconut oil or your other favorite carrier oil for the best results. Now, if you're treating something just on the surface of the skin, maybe say it's a scab or a burn, it doesn't necessarily need to get into the deeper layers of the skin and some of the more mild oils that are good for sensitive skin, like lavender. You don't necessarily have to dilute it. I tend to dilute almost always, unless it is something like that. Sometimes I use essential oils as just a spot treatment for a blemish or something like that, and I don't dilute. But most of the time, I'm wanting it to get deeper into the tissue and even into the bloodstream, which what we put on our skin does. Our skin is our largest organ, and what we put on it that can actually absorb will get into our bloodstream. And that's how essential oils are carried throughout the body, whether you use them aromatically, topically, or the third way is internally. You will see that that's how they work. They are carried through your bloodstream. So we do have the fractionated coconut oil that you can use to dilute topically. And if you're looking for exact dosage, now for me, I would just put a dime or a quarter size amount of coconut oil in my palm, add 1 or 2 drops of oil, and kind of slather it on where needed. You can also do the bottoms of the feet for small children or for yourself as for systemic benefit, or down the back is a great area to do that if you kind of need an overall full body systemic benefit. But doTERRA also sells a lot of the oils in what's called a touch form. So I'm holding that up if you can see my camera. And that is pre-diluted. So there's essential oil in there, but there's also carrier oil in there. And it has a roller on top, and you can roll that on to wherever you need it. And it's really great for on the go. So you don't have to mess with diluting on the spot. You can also make your own rollers. You can buy empty rollers and put in, there's so many recipes out there, put in the number of drops you need for topical benefit. And then finally, internally is the third way. You can enjoy a few drops of essential oil in your water. I love grapefruit, tangerine. Those are a couple of my favorites. I put tangerine in smoothies as well. You can also use a veggie cap, and you can get these at health food stores. doTERRA does carry them as well. They're just vegetable capsules, and you might or might not be able to see that. I think you can. And it's just an empty capsule. You take the lid off, you put a couple drops of essential oil in there, and you take it just like any other pill. Then you don't have to taste it, and you don't have to worry about whether the oil is a hot oil. Some oils are hot. They do always have to be diluted if you're putting them on your skin, and you don't want to put them directly in your mouth. It can actually damage the tissue there. So when in doubt, dilute and put in a veggie cap if you're not sure. But citrus oils are great to drink in your water. Just make sure you're using glass, stainless steel, a ceramic mug, something like that would be fine, but not plastic, definitely not styrofoam, because those chemicals, those petrochemicals will leach into your water, and the oil starts to make those break down, and then you're drinking those chemicals. So you don't want that at all. So just kind of stay away from those and use natural containers if you're going to drink your essential oils. You can also do some oils directly under your tongue. That's the quickest way to get it into your bloodstream. Sublingually is a super fast way to do that. But again, you'll just need a little bit more understanding which oils are safe to do that with. You can ask your wellness advocate. We also have fantastic resource books, websites, if you want to learn more about that. So let's dig into some of the oils that are our top selling, most requested oils. Tea tree, you've probably heard about this. It's not really meant for internal use as much, although I've used it that way plenty, but it's really meant for aromatic and topical use because it's renowned for its cleansing and rejuvenating benefits to the skin. It's one of the most highly antifungal oils. So it's used a lot for things like athlete's foot, candida, things like that. You can diffuse it in the home to help purify and freshen the air. It's not usually people's favorite scent by itself, but it does blend really well with other herbal and citrus oils. And it's very soothing to irritated skin. You can think of it like a first aid oil for things that are on the skin that you're dealing with. Lemon, you can use all three ways. This is a cleanser for your body. If you're drinking it, it's gently detoxing your body. And it's amazing how this works to cling to the toxins. It can even get into fat cells because remember, again, essential oils can go into the cell, help cleanse those things and flush it out. You just drink a lot of water when you're taking it internally, but it's also a cleanser for your home and for your surfaces. It smells amazing. It is better than Goo Gone. It will take off sticky residue. It'll take off Sharpie marker when you're cleaning in your home. We have used it for all kinds of things like that. And I love the taste and the smell of it. It just reminds me of sunshine when I smell it. You can't help but be happy and smile when you have a citrus oil nearby. And it does work really well for all kinds of purposes in the home. I make a lot of my own cleaners and things. I use lemon a lot for that type of thing. Frankincense, this is the king of oils. It can be used all three ways. It is known for promoting calm feelings, stabilizing your mood. A lot of people use it to get into a calm space where they can sleep better or just relax. It has a lot of anti-aging benefits. It's been used for hundreds of years for anti-aging, from everything from just like wrinkles to age spots to just more youthful looking skin. It's a beautiful oil. It's been used for centuries. You've probably heard that it was one of the gifts given to baby Jesus. They've actually found in ancient Egyptian tombs frankincense and myrrh that still had some aroma, that were still viable after hundreds or even thousands of years. And frankincense has been treasured for so long because people have seen the benefits. It helps your cells perform optimally. It actually can cause something called apoptosis, which is where if a cell is damaged and dying, it can help that cell die off more quickly. Whereas then the other cells that are healthy, it helps those proliferate and multiply and be even healthier. So people use it for all kinds of things that you can imagine that have to do with cellular damage internally and externally. There are so many testimonials out there about frankincense. I could go on and on all night. You don't want to be here all night for that. Just look at some of those for yourself and you will be amazed. Digestin is a great blend for relieving upset stomach. It has peppermint, which we talked about. It also has ginger, anise, fennel, several different oils that are amazing for motion sickness, nausea, all of the best oils that have to do with anything digestive. You can use it at meal times just to help your digestion. You can use it when your stomach is upset for any reason or on a road trip. I love peppermint for road trips because it does help with this, but also just for alertness, helping me stay awake on long road trips. But digestin has been a lifesaver. And I was shocked the first time I decided to try it for upset stomach. And I know people have done it for reflux and for a reflux, sorry, and for heartburn this way too, just applying it topically kind of down the esophagus and over the stomach area with some fractionated coconut oil. And I thought, no way, I'm gonna have to put it in a capsule and take it internally. I can tell this is like a bad bout of indigestion. It's not gonna work topically. And it did. And it helps our kids, my husband, we all swear by it for anything. Now, it's not that we won't take some internally if needed, but most of the time we're fine with just applying it topically. It is amazing. It is one you do not want to be without, even though you might think, oh, I don't have digestive issues that often. When you need it, you really need it, and you'll be so glad you have it in your stash. Deep Blue is so amazing for soothing achy muscles and joints. It's great for all kinds of pain, orthopedic issues, awesome for arthritis. It also eases head tension, headaches, all kinds of aches and pains. This is meant to be used mainly topically. It smells great too, so aromatic is fine. And it comes in a few different forms. It comes in a cream, a muscle rub. And I just today actually got this new form that it comes in. It's coming in October for everyone, and it is a stick, and it is amazing. It's a roll-up stick. It has Deep Blue and copaiba, which is an awesome anti-inflammatory oil, and you can just rub it on, and then you don't have to get it on your hands and touch other surfaces or accidentally get it in your eyes. You don't want to get oils in your eyes. If that ever happens, by the way, just flush it out with your coconut oil or carrier oil. If all you have on hand is olive oil or vegetable oil in your kitchen, something like that, or even milk in a pinch, you could do milk. Don't do water. Water intensifies the oil, actually makes it worse. So just trust me on that. Oil and water don't mix, and it can actually intensify. And you'll feel that too, even with the Deep Blue. If you put it on and a couple hours later, go take a shower, the water will reactivate the oil and you will feel that nice, deep tingle in your muscles and joints that you need when you are using Deep Blue. It is awesome. And even if you were to go outside and sweat, mow the lawn or something after using Deep Blue, you'll really feel it intensify. So I love this form. I love the cream form. With the essential oil, the straight essential oil, you'd use that with just some of your carrier oil and rub that in as needed. I have seen tremendous results. A lot of people who were almost debilitated or had very bad arthritis issues and have been able to really get their mobility back with Deep Blue. It's pretty amazing. Breathe is, as it would suggest, an oil developed for helping sinuses, airways, and lungs. It promotes clear breathing. A lot of people love it at nighttime because that's when they tend to get a little congested and they might even snore. Breathe is amazing for opening up airways for that. Also for allergy season when there's a lot of pollen, we love Breathe. There's some drops, some lozenges that it comes in that we absolutely swear by all allergy season long, or just anytime there's a little bit of tickle in the throat or cough or anything like that. I love to diffuse Breathe. Sometimes I want to diffuse it with something citrusy like orange or lemon. It does have lemon in it, but I love citrus. But sometimes, a lot in the winter, actually, I diffuse Breathe and On Guard together, and they smell amazing together. And I will have that going all through the day. Just that time of year when we tend to need a little bit more respiratory and immune system support. So Breathe has things like peppermint, tea tree, eucalyptus, Ravensara. It's amazing. It's just a wonderful blend of all the best respiratory oils. Adaptive is one of our newer oils that was developed specifically for mental health and emotional health, and it can ease nervous feelings. It can help with attention and focus. It can help just calm the mind down so you can actually get that attention in a sustained way and have focus. It's calming. Some people really find it helpful for anxious feelings, for sleep, and you can inhale this deeply to calm the heart and mind. It does also come in another form that you can take internally, that a lot of people have seen tremendous results for with things like anxiety. So adaptive is another great one to look into if those are things that you're looking to essential oils for. Different people will come looking for different reasons. We can all benefit from all of these, but adaptive is a great one if that's the types of issues that you're dealing with that you're hoping to find some help. Copaiba, I mentioned earlier in that deep blue stick, but on its own, it soothes aches and pains as well. It also settles the body down for sleep because it calms the entire nervous system. And that works through a really special process in the endocannabinoid system of the brain. And this actually is similar to how CBD works, if you've heard of that, except it doesn't come from the same type of plants at all. Copaiba, it comes from a tree in Brazil, and it does not have any type of hemp or any THC or anything like that to worry about. It doesn't come from the same plant at all, so you don't have to worry about any of those issues that can sometimes go along with CBD, but it does a lot of the same things. I have found it's much more potent and I feel like it's much more effective. Some people like to use them together, which is perfectly fine if you have a good, clean source of CBD that you like. But Copaiba is kind of our answer for that. It's highly anti-inflammatory, and it is one that I use under my tongue, on my joints. I use it topically and internally almost every day. It's also really great for blemishes and for clear skin and just for hydrating the skin as well. So a lot of people use this and or frankincense in their skincare. They have some crossover in the anti-inflammatory and skin benefits, but this one really is great for the entire nervous system. Balance was the first oil that I found I could not stop smelling, and I actually had to go hide in my closet and just sit with it. And then I found I would do that anytime my kids were just a little too much or just my day was a little too much and I needed to get away from distractions and reset. Balance was my stress oil. So I started carrying it around in my pocket all over my house within just hours of opening it up the first time I got it in the mail. So some people love to use this for relaxing massage. It does calm the mind and body. This is the grounding blend because it has a lot of oils that come from trees. And that for me is what works personally best for grounding me and calming my mind and helping me get out of that crazy chaos kind of space when there's a lot of stress and things like that in my environment. So when you diffuse it, it provides a tranquil aroma. A lot of people love to use it at night, but many people love to use it as a way to start their day right as well, putting it on the bottoms of the feet, bottom of the big toe, which is actually a brain reflex point, and also just having it handy for any time those anxious feelings come up. And especially for me at night, I really do love it to help me just unwind. And it's one that I still use very, very regularly. All right, so I could go on and on about all the essential oils we have. There are many. That was just kind of touching on some of my favorites, some of the ones that we use the most. I'd love for you to take a minute and just think about your top 3 health concerns. It is easy when you start hearing about all the things essential oils can do to think, well, I know someone who needs that, and this person in my family, or this friend, or this neighbor, they need that. And I have so many different issues going on in myself or in my family. But I would love for you to narrow it down to just the top 3 because you will overwhelm yourself if you try to solve all the world's problems in one night. And you will need a lot of balance for that, a lot of adaptive. But if you can just think about for yourself, or maybe your immediate loved ones in your home, your top 3 health concerns, that is a great way to start out. You can start addressing those. And then as you get into the routine where essential oils are really part of your day and you're seeing that that is actually working and helping, and you learn to kind of keep your oils out where you'll use them, keep them with you if you're leaving home, put them where you're most likely to use them or need them, and then you have those issues addressed, you can move on to some other ones. But just imagine your daily life without those health issues or concerns and what that would free you up to do, how that would help your whatever it is, physical health, your mind, your mood, your emotions, your immune system, your achy joints or stiff joints or anything like that. What are the things that affect you most? And what would you be able to do differently if you did not have to deal with those, or if you could even just take the edge off, even just not have so many headaches or not have it develop into a full-blown migraine when you start having a headache come on. What kinds of things would that change for your life? And how much would you be willing to invest just a little bit of time? I've already told you they're very affordable. It's really just the time to making it part of your routine that you need to commit to investing. Now, if you really want to feel awesome, we do have some really amazing supplements, and we've got several of them, but this 3-pack called the Lifelong Vitality Pack is our top selling product, actually. And it comes in a box like this. There's 3 bottles in here, and these are the vitamins and minerals and nutrients that are in here we'll talk about, but these are the Lifelong Vitality Pack, all 3 together. And this you will take for maximum nutrition, for energy, focus, for relief from pain and inflammation, and for just overall well-being. It is our number 1 selling product, and because of that, doTERRA stands behind it with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. So if you start taking these and within 30 days, you're not seeing a difference in these areas, you're not seeing that it makes any difference to your day or your week, and you're not seeing a difference in your actual health, you can return them, even the empty bottles, because it is a 30-day supply. Now, I actually recommend starting a little more slowly, not taking the full dose every day, because if you're not used to taking high quality supplements, your stomach might need to get used to it. You also might need to just see what is the sweet spot for you, because we all have different needs and we're different sizes and weights. So you might not need as much as someone else does. But the daily recommended amount is 2 of each in the morning, 2 of each in the afternoon. And you might start with just 1 a day and then gradually work up to 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. And then after, a week or so, work up to 3 or 4, depending on your level of inflammation, your level of energy, and what goals you're trying to achieve. So the Microplex VMZ is a whole food multivitamin and mineral. As much as humanly possible, doTERRA gets all of these vitamins and minerals from food sources that are highly absorbable for our body. So the absorption rate is very high. Everything with doTERRA is about sustainable sourcing, bioavailable ingredients that your body actually can use. So you're not just throwing your money literally down the toilet, like with a lot of vitamins, that your body's actually using them and you see a difference. Well, alpha CRS is an antioxidant. It provides cellular energy and longevity. It helps with things like brain fog. The CRS, we jokingly say, stands for can't remember stuff. So if that's you and you can't remember stuff, you're starting to get a lot of brain fog, that one you definitely want to have in your daily life. And then the Z omega is our omega-369 fatty acids, and 9 essential oils are built into this. And nobody else does that. The fatty acids, including fish oil, or there is a vegan version as well, plus 9 essential oils that are the best oils to have in your body on a daily basis for things like inflammation, your immune system, just your nervous system overall. So it kind of takes some of the guesswork out of which essential oils to take internally on a daily basis. And then if it's something where you're dealing with a specific issue, we do have essential oils internally that you can take in soft gels by themselves. So like the On Guard complex is amazing for your immune system. It has all the On Guard oils plus Melissa, black pepper, and oregano, some of the most highly antiviral oils, all just designed to help protect your immune system if you feel something coming on. So this you can take with you versus the veggie caps. You have to make them and take them immediately. These are good for travel, these soft gels. So if you're finding that your immune system's like you're a little bit under the weather, then you could add some of that On Guard soft gel. Or if you're having issues sleeping or with a lot of anxious feelings, the Serenity soft gel. There's Digestin. There's a lot of different ones, but your daily preventative and just daily use would be the Lifelong Vitality Pack. So just some of the benefits: the antioxidants, DNA protection, eye, brain, nervous system health, liver function, digestive health, more energy, less discomfort, great for immune function, stress management, awesome for cardiovascular health, and heart disease is the number 1 killer in the US. This is amazing for your heart health. Also helps with healthy inflammatory response and that, again, inflammation is the root cause of so many of the diseases that we deal with. So this is an awesome pack for anybody who just is looking for something for daily health, daily vitality, daily energy and focus and well-being, all of those things. I've been on it for 8 years, no regrets. I can tell things like even things that maybe don't matter for my daily health, but sure make me feel better, like clearer skin, stronger fingernails, longer, stronger hair that grows faster than I can ever remember it growing in my life. And I'm in my mid 40s, things like that, where I'm like, wow, I'm really healthy. And I hardly ever deal with illness. And when I do, it's very short lived. So I know that this on a daily basis has helped me in so many ways. All right, so let's get to the 3 ways to purchase. This is how to get these oils in your home. The first way is retail. This is the most expensive. You normally only pay retail in professional settings because there are places like spas and chiropractor offices, places like that, that carry doTERRA and they have them marked at retail price. You can buy them from your wellness advocate at retail, but most people don't choose to do that because it's so easy to get them at wholesale. You get the best products for the best prices. It's kind of like having a Costco membership. You pay an annual fee and you get a huge discount. And you get these club membership benefits too, where there's other discounts and special products and things that come out throughout the year just for wholesale members. Your discount is 25% off. So really by the time you've purchased 2 or 3 oils, depending on which oils they are, your membership has paid for itself. It is $25 a year to renew your membership. Plus, when you renew your membership, you get a free bottle of oil that's worth usually peppermint. So it's usually the same. And it's always been peppermint. I don't know if they'll ever change it. They tell us not to promise it's peppermint because someday it might change, but it never has in 9 years. So I feel pretty safe saying it's peppermint. And that is worth almost $25 anyway. So it's really a no-brainer to get a wholesale membership. The third way is wholesale plus points. So you can use points and cash them in for free products. And this would be, you get the 25% below retail plus the wholesale membership, and then you can earn those free products if you're on the loyalty rewards program, which is our monthly ordering program. But please don't hear me saying that's required. It's not. This is the third option. You do not have to order monthly. If you happen to get on some of our products like the vitamins, or we also have skincare, hair care, brand new cleaning products I'm so excited about, things like that that you really might want to be purchasing on a monthly basis anyway. Even if you just need a bottle of lemon one month, it's smart to have it on the loyalty rewards program because you get points back at the very least on the shipping. So just for ordering even 1 bottle of oil, you get those points on the shipping. So if you spend $4 on shipping, you get 4 points back. It's a super smart way to order. Plus you're getting a percentage of your orders back as well, which can depend on the amount of products you're getting and how long you've been on LRP. But that is the best way. It's the only way I get my products. It's by far the cheapest, and I'm getting for myself always 30% back. It's like a 30% coupon every time I order from doTERRA. So those are the 3 ways to purchase. Don't think too much about wholesale plus points for now, but you do want to get a wholesale membership if you think you'll order even more than a couple of oils a year. And these are a few of the specials we have for September, just to give you a little preview of what we have on a monthly basis. Different sets will be on special, and it's discounted even below the 25% off retail. So this month, for example, you can get 15% off Copaiba, and that's on top of your 25% discount if you're a wholesale member. The free product of the month only applies to people who are on that monthly order, so I won't spend too much time on that. We have specials like 5 of the On Guard hand sanitizers for $25 this month. We have a back to school kit. So there's themed kits around the time of year. And this is for cleansing surfaces and hands and things like that. That's $50 wholesale price. There's limited time offers that come out seasonally. We have a whole bunch of fun seasonal stuff getting ready to come out for the holiday times. Harvest Spice is actually sold out. I'm sorry. It was super popular. But we do have some other holiday blends coming very soon. So be watching for that. Stronger is another immune system blend that's a special this month. So these are just some of the specials we have in September. And then we have a whole bunch of new products that are really exciting coming out on October 1st. Some of us who went to doTERRA's recent convention were able to get in on these. I just got mine today. I'm so excited. There's a whole non-toxic cleaning line, including the dishwasher pods, laundry pods, dish soap, hand lotion, hand wash. It's smelling so amazing in my house. I'm loving it. There's some new oils that just came out, that deep blue stick, some On Guard chewable tablets that have On Guard, plus the added benefits of vitamin C, and D3 and zinc, and something called beta glucan, which is awesome for your immune system. And then there's some beautiful accessories that go with our cleaning products. You can see those up on the right. So it's an exciting time to jump in with doTERRA. There's so much that's making our homes and our bodies healthier, more pleasant, more pleasant to be around us, but also our homes more pleasant without all that toxic interference. And so these are just a quick little teaser preview of what's to come with doTERRA. All right, now if you're ready to get oils in your home, you want to say goodbye to toxins, hello nature. Maybe the main reason you're thinking, yeah, I think I want to jump in with essential oils is to start cleaning out those toxic air fresheners and getting your home smelling really fresh and being really healthy, purifying the air, purifying surfaces some as well. This is a great kit, the Aroma Essentials. It comes with 10 of our top oils that you can see here, things like Adaptive, Breathe, Citrus Bloom, great for diffusing, Cheer. These create some beautiful blends for diffusing in your home. And this was really created for someone who's mainly interested in diffusing. Of course, you can use the oils that are labeled that way for other purposes. And you will notice the oils that are meant for internal use, just to make it real easy to know, they have a supplement fact label. There won't be any vitamins or calories or anything like that in the actual oils, but just the supplement fact label will trigger you to remember, oh yeah, this is one that I can use internally. So this one is mainly for people who are wanting to diffuse or maybe use topically as well. The Healthy Start Kit comes with our top 10 oils. I talked about all of these. I didn't get to, I didn't get to all of them, but the ones that I talked about are included here for the most part. I think the only one I didn't talk about actually is oregano, which is amazing for the immune system. And you can even burn off warts with oregano. We're in the process of doing that right now on one of our kids. So all of the other oils I did mention, it's a really cute little diffuser. It's small, it's compact, and it's really powerful. This is a great price point for a lot of people wanting to start. These are the 5 milliliter oils. So they have about 75 to 80 drops per bottle. And then just up from that, this kit has a lot of similar oils, some different ones. All but the deep blue are actually 15 milliliter, which means you're getting 3 times more oil in these bottles. And you can see the price point is not even close to double. So this one's $195. Whoops, and I'm going the wrong way now. Sorry. Got a little excited there. So we went up from 160, sorry, to 249. And you're getting almost 3 times more oil, with the exception of the deep blue bottle, because that's 5 milliliters. So this comes with a different diffuser, also a wonderful diffuser for your home. And this has a combination of oils that are great for internal use, for your inflammation, for your immune system, for diffusing, for calming, for stress, anxiety, things like that. So this is a very popular one because it has the larger bottles of oil, and those 15 milliliter oils have about 250 drops in them, typically, depending on, again, the viscosity, the thickness of the oil. It can vary a little bit. Then the Healthy Habits Kit. This is one of my personal favorites because it comes with that 3-pack of Lifelong Vitality supplements, plus a couple that are specifically designed for helping you break down and digest food and boost your metabolism, and help also have just the healthiest gut you can have, which is crucial for your immune system, for a lot of people who are dealing with excessive weight, things like that, or metabolism slowing down. These are amazing. And when your gut is healthy, your immune system is healthy as well, because about 80% of your immune system is actually housed in or lives in your gut. And so these digestive supplements are amazing for a jumpstart on your health. Has the deep blue rub, so that muscle rub, and 5 of our top oils. So it's a great start for someone who really is looking for getting those supplements right away and addressing a lot of different health issues with our top 5 oils and the deep blue rub as well. And then there's more kits than this, but I'm just touching on some of the top ones. This is kind of the granddaddy kit. The Natural Solutions has a little bit of everything, a lot of oils, an oil case, a great diffuser, some of our top wellness products and supplements, even things like mouthwash and hand wash, the coconut oil. This is a really, really great starter pack that covers everything you would want. Even has unscented hand lotion, or hand and body lotion, which you can use as a carrier instead of the coconut oil if you prefer. So smooth and soft. I love that lotion. Toothpaste, like just a lot of things that could really help you make over your bathroom and some of the products that you use on a regular basis. So this is a great kit as well for someone who's ready to take a big leap in. All right, so if you get started with a wholesale membership and a kit, those kits give you a 1-year membership. So you get that 25% off for a whole year. And then there are other kits. There's other ways to start. You can talk to your wellness advocate about that. If you're not seeing a kit that meets your needs or your budget, you can kind of create your own a la carte kit. You would pay a $35 membership fee to get started, and then you could add the oils you want on top of that. The kits really are the best savings. They give you a bigger discount. But then once you've gotten your membership, what you can expect from us, your team, your wellness advocates who support you, you'll get a welcome packet, a personal consultation, access to a VIP education group. Usually that's on Facebook. We have some that are off Facebook as well. Really awesome community support. We do regular giveaways and fun prizes and things like that, and just ongoing support. So you never have to wonder if you'll really know how to use those oils once you get them in your home. One of the most tragic things to me is when people get oils and then put them in a drawer or cabinet and don't use them. So it's not on my watch. That's not happening. We're going to make sure you know how to use them and that you're really confident to use them effectively for your needs. Something else we offer on our team is a wellness education series. This is an 8-part series. Each class is about 40 to 45 minutes long, and it's on all different types of targeted topics like women's health, pain and inflammation, getting those toxins out of your home, skincare, things like that, that will help you just hone in on different areas of health and really know how to use your oils and other products, which I haven't even scratched the surface of all the products that doTERRA has. So this helps you to get an overview of each of those product lines and how it's designed to help you have your optimal health. And we have those available all the time. The link at the bottom, it's a bit.ly. So it's the bit.ly/wellness made easy will take you to all 8 of those. And when you finish all 8 of them, there's directions given in the classes themselves to fill out a form after you finish each one. At the end, you get a prize. The prize really, I think, is the education you get. You get so empowered to use oils and supplements for anything that you could possibly imagine. And it's tremendous education from very well qualified teachers who are passionate about what they're teaching. That is really the best part. But then you get a prize too if you complete all 8. So that's really fun. So when we're looking at the 3 types of people who use doTERRA, some just really want to live the wellness lifestyle. They want these products in their home. They want to make over their medicine cabinet or their kitchen cleaning cabinet or whatever it is, just their health in general. That's about 85% of the people that we work with. Some people want to share, and you can do that just because you love sharing the products, you want to help other people. You can also do that to get your own products paid for. So if you share with some people, maybe you host a class, maybe you start doing this as kind of a side hustle, you can actually get your own products paid for, and that can really offset the budget for you. The third type of person is someone who wants to build. This is someone who wants to invest more time and energy into this to earn income, but really to make an impact, to help a larger number of people, to help others take control of their health, but also to do things like get out of debt and build an extra income. I know these days the economy is pretty crazy and unstable, and more people than ever are looking for alternative ways to make income. This has been an extremely huge blessing to my family. It is our household income. It has been for 6 years. And it's been a bigger blessing than we could have imagined, bigger income and also bigger impact than I was ever expecting to be able to make when I just said, I want to just live the wellness lifestyle. It didn't take me long to say, you know what, I can't keep this to myself. I want to share. And that'd be great if I could get my products paid for by sharing too. And it took me a few months after that to go, you know what, I think I need to share this with even more people and really get serious about it. And I have been able to completely change my life and thousands of others' lives as well. And it's been the most rewarding thing I can imagine. So love what I do. And you can just kind of think about which of those 3 types of people do I think I am right now. It might never change beyond the first type, and that's awesome. We will support you where you are. You will never be pressured to do more than that. If it's to share, if it's to build, make sure whoever invited you to this class knows that so they can help you do that effectively. We won't know usually unless you tell us. Maybe we'll ask you, but really it might change over time, and we won't know that unless you tell us. So the joy of sharing oils, it's really pretty simple, and I'm almost done here. I'm just going to kind of give you a brief overview of what that actually looks like. If you're sharing or building a business, why doTERRA? Why now? Well, we are the largest essential oil company in the world, the most tested, most trusted oils, like I've said, used by doctors and hospitals worldwide because of our standards. And they're ethically and sustainably sourced oils and products. It helps so many people all over the world. I've personally witnessed this. I went on a trip with doTERRA to Guatemala, and I saw them working directly with the farmers, making a huge impact on their community, building things like schools and drilling for clean water and helping build medical facilities for their communities as well. It was really eye-opening and heartwarming. And I've been able to get grants for a mission that I work with in Africa from doTERRA, matching grants to help expand that as well. They just have the biggest hearts at doTERRA, and they want to make the biggest impact all around the world. There are 120 plus markets open. That means we can actually build businesses that are international and include people from other countries using the products as well. The compensation plan is genius. I've never seen another like it. We have a huge high retention rate of 65%. That means we have extremely high customer loyalty. If you don't know what that means, it just means that people just keep coming back to doTERRA because they love the products and they work. We are a privately owned company. And that's really huge because we're debt free and we've always been privately owned. We've never had outside investors, which means our bottom line is really the purity of the oils. That's what matters the most. We're able to keep that high integrity and keeping the products, the plants, and the people the highest priority. We have an incredible ownership team. And again, that debt free is pretty tremendous. doTERRA has grown so quickly. We're 13 years old now, but in just 7 years of being in business, doTERRA hit the $1 billion in sales mark. And that, just to give you context, is how long it took Apple to hit $1 billion. So we're on a huge growth trajectory. It's an awesome time to be a part of this company. Just to give you a little bit of a glimpse of the income potential, some people down there at Elite, you'll see the first kind of rank listed here. They're making $300-$400 a month, definitely enough to pay for their products. Maybe they're sharing with a few people a month, that type of thing. And then you just work your way up. And I won't get into the structure here. There's another class you can attend if you're interested in that, but you can just see underneath, the next level, $900 a month, the next $2,000 a month, on up to, I'm personally diamond. So you can see where that is, the average $16,814 a month. My best friend who introduced me to the oils is blue diamond. The average there is $38,630 a month. And average means average. Means there's some people making a lot less, some people making a lot more. It depends on the size of their structure and the amount of their effort. But you can also see at the bottom the average number of months it takes to achieve those levels. So it takes a few months for people to start making a few $100s a month typically. And then it takes a few years for people to start getting to that point on average where they're platinum, making $9,000, $10,000 a month. So again, that can happen a lot slower, a lot faster. This is an average. But whether you're looking to pay for your product, supplement your income, or replace and multiply your income, please don't talk yourself out of it. Please don't tell yourself, oh no, that's not for me. I'm not like her. Or, you'll start thinking of excuses and reasons why you don't think you're cut out for this. I never thought I would be in sales, never wanted to be in sales. I was very against it actually, and was sure that was not ever something I would do. But I love teaching and I love helping people and I love natural alternative health options and solutions. So it really was a natural fit for me. And it has, like I said, completely changed my life. So don't talk yourself out of it before you look into it further. We have something called Business Made Easy, just like this was an Oils Made Easy class. We have a Business Made Easy online class. You can register for the next one, or if you just want to go ahead and see a recorded one right now after this class, or as soon as you want to, it's another bit.ly. So it's bit.ly/Let's Learn doTERRA. These are case sensitive, so that's all lowercase. And you'll see a recording of, actually this month it is me. You'll have to listen to me again, teaching you about the Business Made Easy as well. And we do change those out periodically as well with different teachers. So go check that out if that's something you want to learn more about, and make sure your wellness advocate knows that as well. The only thing keeping you from what you want is your story about why you can't have it. And we add this in here because whether it's that extra income or whether it's truly having control of your health, and being free from whatever is holding you back from feeling your best, it's really easy to tell ourselves a story about, well, that can't be my story. That can't be my life because I've gone through XYZ, or have, these odds stacked against me, or I'm not like that person, or whatever it is. So I just want you to start with a clean slate here. I'm hoping that you actually have some hope instilled in you that there are more things, more options out there than you realized before you started this class, that this could actually be the answer to some of your prayers, some of what you've been looking for and hoping for, and maybe even thinking didn't exist. So dust off those dreams, stop telling yourself that story. We really and truly mean what we're talking about. We have seen people's health turned around. We have seen people's financial situations turned around, and that can happen for you too. And we're eager to help you make those dreams come true for yourself. Okay, so with that, I am going to close out that part and see if there are any questions to answer. Thank you all so much for being with me. I know that Jenny has been here helping so much with answering questions. Thank you so much for that and for your comments. And it looks like she's answered some of those questions that were in here. Glad that you found this helpful. And yes, you're going to love that deep blue stick for that arthritis, Deb. And yep, Jenny answered those questions about if you put oil under your tongue, you do not necessarily have to drink water. I actually like to let it sit there for 30 seconds to a minute before I do anything else, water or anything else in my mouth, so it can really absorb, because it really does get into the bloodstream very quickly that way. And yeah, bring on the abode line, right? The abode cleaning line. I am so excited about that. And that will be again October 1st. Those will be available individually. So, okay, thanks so much for answering those other questions. Does anybody else have questions? If you want to unmute, we can chat. I'm fine with that. I know we're right at an hour, which is what we try to stay under. So I want to respect your time, but I also want to make sure you get your questions answered if you have any. And if not, thank you for joining me. It's been my pleasure to be with you, and I really appreciate you taking the time out. There will be a recording. Amazingly, my internet did not cut out. Praise Jesus for that. I prayed over it, but sometimes that doesn't work, and I have to learn patience instead. So I'm thankful to have had Jenny as a backup here for that in case that happened. My country internet, I love living in the country, but we're limited on our internet options. So thank you for joining me and just being here together and encouraging each other in the chat over there. That's always so fun to see. And I look forward to seeing you next time if there aren't any other questions or comments. And I will have this recording available by tomorrow if there's somebody you want to share it with. We also, just so you know, if you're thinking, man, I wish I had invited such and such person with your aunt, your grandmother, your mom, your sister, whatever, there will be another Oils Made Easy class taught by the person who introduced me to essential oils on Saturday morning. I think, well, it's at noon Eastern. So count back from that. If you're in a different time zone, it's 9 a.m. on the West Coast, 12 noon on the East Coast. She's in Oregon, so she'll be teaching from the morning for her, or noon for us here on the East Coast. Invite somebody to attend that one. If you need the link, reach out. I'll be glad to give that to you. It'll be basically a repeat of this class, probably a little more polished because that's just her style. But it'll be fantastic info and a great one to invite someone to if you can think of someone that didn't join us that you would love to share this info with as well. All right. Yes, it's been fun. Thank you all. Have a great night. Thanks again for joining me, and be blessed, be well, and talk to you soon.